You weren't just people. You were symbols. Symbols of a rotten world. A world that only listens to the loudest voice, only worships inherited wealth, only rewards those who know how to fake it best. I wasn't part of that game, not because I didn't know how to play, but because I saw from the beginning how poisoned the game really was. You thought you erased me because in your world, being quiet means being weak. But I was watching, learning, calculating, waiting. You moved forward with lies. I stayed back with truth. And now that I've returned, it's not just to take my place. I came to rip that place out of the ground and rebuild it with rules your kind can't even speak without choking. This time, my voice isn't to be heard. It's to silence. My presence freezes rooms. My silence makes hearts race. I don't need to be acknowledged. I've outgrown your definitions. I'm bigger than anything you can label. You don't recognize me because you've never seen anything like me. I'm the product of wounds that never healed and a mind that never slept. You were proud to keep me down. But now you'll have to live with the truth that the one you look down on now stands far above you. Not by luck, not by mercy, by rage, by endurance, by precision. You didn't invite me in, so I broke the door down. While you were performing for attention, I was building reality. And now that I've arrived, it's not about winning or losing anymore. I am the game. You no longer get to decide if I belong. I decide who still deserves to play. You chased applause, I built legacy. And now, my legacy is the silence that follows me. The fear that lingers after my gaze. The tremble you feel in your chest even when you say nothing. Did I come back just to be seen? No. I came back so you'd never be able to unsee me again. This time, I don't knock. I don't wait. I don't ask. I take. I walk into rooms like I own the ground they're built on. Because I do. I've earned every inch, every breath, every dollar, every stare. Not through charm, not through luck, but through fire, through silence, through exile. You see me now and think, how did we not notice him? But deep down you know the answer. You chose not to. You saw the quiet and you mistook it for weakness. You saw my patience and labeled it irrelevance. You saw me disappear and thought I was gone. But I wasn't gone. I was becoming something none of you were ready for. I don't need to raise my voice to be heard. My presence is loud enough. My success is deafening. My return isn't an event. It's a reckoning. You wanted to define me. You had your chance. And now the definition is mine to write. You don't get to tell the story anymore. I'm the author now. And the first chapter begins with silence. Yours. I don't smile to be liked. I don't talk to fill space. Every word I say carries weight, because I've lived in the gravity of being ignored. And now the same people who look through me can't look at me. They lower their eyes. They shift in their seats. They feel the pressure of everything they once laughed at, staring back at them in full form. Dressed in success, wrapped in composure, sharpened by pain. I'm not back for revenge. I'm beyond it. Revenge is personal. This is structural. I've rebuilt myself so completely, you couldn't break me again if you tried. And believe me, you'll try. You'll whisper that I changed. You'll say I've become cold. that I lost myself. But I didn't lose anything. I let it go. I let go of needing to be liked. I let go of waiting to be seen. I let go of the hope that someday someone would recognize my worth. Because now, I carry it. I wear it. I breathe it. And every time you see me, every time you hear my name, you'll feel it like a weight you can't shake. I don't knock anymore because I don't need permission. I don't need a place at the table. I built my own, and now everyone wants a seat. But not everyone's invited. The rules have changed. The quiet kid you mocked rewrote them. And from now on, you don't just remember me. You remember that you had a chance to stand beside me, and you blew it. So go ahead. Keep talking. Keep pretending nothing's changed. But you'll feel it. In the silence. In the way rooms shift when I enter. In the way your confidence cracks just a little when I speak. I didn't come back for your attention. I came back to take up space. And now that I'm here, I'm never leaving. I am the reminder. I am the return. I am the force you laughed at. And the silence that follows after. For years I had no voice. Not because I had nothing to say, but because no one cared enough to listen. I was always there, in the room, in the background, like a ghost. You looked at me but never really saw me, heard my words but never believed them. You laughed when I failed, whispered behind my back, smiled while you buried me alive. You thought the quiet one would stay quiet forever. You thought the one who sat in the corner would always be beneath you. You thought I didn't understand what humiliation felt like, what being invisible meant. But I did. I just didn't speak. I watched. I listened. I remembered. Every smirk, every fake compliment. Every time you chose to overlook me, underestimate me, step over me. You didn't break me. You built me, not with kindness, not with love, but with cruelty, with silence, with judgment. But now, I'm back, not to be seen, to erase the memory of being unseen, not to be admired, to be feared, feared for a power you never imagined I was capable of. You thought I disappeared, that I failed, that I gave up, but I didn't. I was building, in the dark, behind the walls, in the silence where your voices couldn't reach. I survived when I should have fallen. I rose when you hoped I'd stay down. I built something out of the ashes. I gathered everything you denied me. And now I have what none of you ever had. A will fed by humiliation, a heart that beats with fury, a mind that stored every laugh and turned it into fuel. I'm not here for your approval. I'm not here to be accepted. I'm here for one thing, to reclaim every moment I was made to feel less. I built my fortune from the ground up, earned respect from silence, and forged vengeance from the smile I no longer wear. I don't speak to convince. I don't smile to please. I don't wait for judgment. I walk, not with arrogance, but with calculation. Every step is a response to your past laughter. Every breath I take is a reminder of a sleepless night you caused. And when I enter a room, the world should fall silent, because I am the voice you tried to bury. And I've returned louder than you can ever handle. You thought I needed your validation, that all I ever wanted was a seat at your table. That one compliment, one fake pat on the back would have been enough to tame me. You were wrong. I never needed your handouts. I needed the silence. I needed the rejection. I needed every locked door, every laugh, every time you looked past me like I was nothing. Because that's what sharpened me. That's what built the man you see now. You thought you broke me. No, you activated me. While you were too busy shining under your artificial spotlight, I was in the shadows turning into something else. Something stronger, something colder, something no one could stop once it started moving. You fed your egos, I fed my hunger. And now we're not even in the same world anymore. You walk on carpets, I walk on fire. You collect applause, I collect reasons. And I've got enough reasons to silence the whole damn room. I didn't come back to prove a point. I am the point. My existence is the correction to your arrogance. Every word you ever threw at me like a stone, I turned into a wall. Every sneer a brick, every insult a layer of steel. You laughed thinking I was weak, but now the joke's over, and the punchline is wearing a tailored suit and a stare that can freeze blood. You won't find me where you left me. You won't even recognize what I've become. Because I didn't just grow, I evolved, past your expectations, past your rules, past your reach. I'm not here to show off success. Success is the byproduct. I'm here to take the air out of your lungs, to make your chest tighten when you hear my name. I'm not returning as someone you can explain away. I'm the storm that doesn't need an introduction. I've built empires in silence. And now I move with the kind of presence that doesn't knock. It enters. You used to talk over me. Now you don't even breathe when I speak. That's not a coincidence. That's justice. And the most poetic part? I didn't need to hurt anyone to get here. I just let the world do what it always does. Ignore the quiet ones. Until it can't. And now you can't. You'll feel me in every room I walk into, in every conversation that suddenly dies when I appear. You'll feel the chill in your spine when my shadow passes by. I didn't come back to be celebrated. I came back so your comfort would end.